Have you ever felt that your life was going good? Things are now going great in your life.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Things are on the mountaintop in your life.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But then all of a sudden,
Yes, sir.
things change.
Uh-huh.
There were no flashing yellow lights.
Uh-huh.
There were no big warning signs to say danger ahead.
All right.
Yes, sir.
And all of a sudden your life is in a storm. Your life right now is like a roller coaster. You're up one day and down the
Yes,
next.
sir.
All right.
Your life is spinning out of control.
Well,
Amen. Amen.
How many of you had the disappointment, disaster, and defeat
Come on. Come on.
to become an uninvited house guest?
Yes. Yes, sir. Talk.
But instead of us kicking them out, we pretend as if all of our problems will eventually disappear.
well, yeah.
Matter of fact, sometimes we begin to doubt God, and we start asking God, why me?
Yes, sir.
Come on here.
Yes, sir.
I try to live right, Lord. I come to church sometimes. I give my money. I pay all my bills. I try to limit my cussing to once a day, Lord. I want to know, Lord, why me? Lord, why did I deserve all of the heartaches, the pain, and the disappointment?
Yes, sir.
Why is it that my family member is the one that's sick, Lord? Why me?
Well, yeah.
Why do the storms continue to just come my way?
Well,
Here in that text, you will notice that Paul was caught in a storm. And he wanted the tide to change its course, but despite the warning he gave, they still entered into a danger zone. And I want to know this morning, what do you do when you're shipwrecked by life's circumstances? What do you do when your life is left with broken pieces?
yes, sir.
How do you put the pieces
Yes, sir.
back together again?
Well,
When the love of your life
yeah, yeah.
has broken your heart
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
into a million pieces.
Yes, sir.
What do you do when you just found out that the spouse you love has been unfaithful?
Yeah, yes, sir.
What do you do when your family turned their back on you when you helped them all these years?
Yes, sir. What?
What do you do when the test results have come back bad?
Yes, sir.
What about that person that worked 6 or 7 days and worked long hours only to be laid off or overlooked for a promotion?
Yes,
Come on
sir.
here.
Yes, sir.
What do you do
Yes, sir.
when you lose a loved one?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And the pain is so great on the inside until it makes your heart ache.
Yes, sir.
And you try to stop the tears and you try to be brave for other family members, but you can't stop the tears and you dare not to question God, but you really wish you just had just a little bit more time
Yes, sir.
with the person.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Life
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
will give us broken pieces.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I said life will give us
Yes,
broken pieces, but God will never give us
Yes, sir.
a broken promise. I wish I could hit you a moment. God will never give us a broken to just keep on raging.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Talk.
Looks like the clouds are
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
just hanging low.
Hello.
And how many ever felt that it seems like it's nothing but darkness
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
and storm after storm?
Uh-huh.
Matter of fact, you're going through so bad until you just lost your appetite. But let me share this with you before I go to my seat.
Uh-huh.
now.
If you have broken promises, if you have broken pieces,
Yes,
it won't remain broken.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
Amen.
if you're broken right now, you don't have to remain that way.
Yes.
See, I can tell you what I can't promise,
Yeah.
but then I can tell you what I can promise.
Tell us.
See, as a child of God,
Uh-huh.
we always think that when we get saved and baptized in the water,
Yes, sir.
we think that when we become a child of God,
Yes, sir.
we think that everything is going to be all right. Some of us think that we won't deal with enemies. We think that everybody has our best interest.
Uh-huh.
But I beg to differ.
Uh-huh.
I can't promise you
Talk.
that your life will be smooth sailing.
Talk.
I can't promise you that no storms will come. I can't promise you that every day will be a sunshiny day. But I can promise you that God will calm the storm. I can promise you that He'll tell the waves